To another Friday. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. Lou, you're starting to come down to earth a little bit more. I love this for you.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew this how we were going to
It's been a
start.
ride. And Chandler, you're just hosting a travel show once we're done here, which I love for you.
Honestly, it looks cool right now. So this sun starts moving, it's going to be bad. I'll be inside in no time.
You just keep turning. We got Antoine Walker a little bit later on in the show, but we start with the man, the myth, the legend, Steph freaking Curry. 4,000 threes. Came against the Kings last night on that shot. It's the one record, perhaps, maybe, Chandler, that, and I hate saying this for the record. I think when records get broken, it sort of opens up the box, but do you see this particular record being broken ever, anytime in our lifetime? Like, what do you think about the 4,000?
I think all records are meant to be broken. Not this one. There's just, it can't be. I don't think someone's going to shoot so efficient. The dude shoots 42% from the three for his career, and he takes a boatload of them, and he's so consistent, and he shoots it in so many different ways, right? Most shooters are spot shooters, catch and shoot. This dude's mastered shooting, off the dribble, off the screen, catch and shoot, coming off flares, doubles. And this is with every defense tailored to stop Steph Curry. And he's seen every coverage in the world and still continues to get open. His conditioning is like no other. The way he stays in shape, the way he moves without the ball, we will never see it again. And again, a lot of guys can shoot the ball. A lot of guys can create space. Nobody does it as big a moments as him. No one's does it as clutch as him. I mean, think about this summer with what he did in that gold medal game. Yeah. It's ridiculous what he does. And it's honestly, it's an honor to watch this dude play basketball. Like, it's crazy. Every single night he steps on the floor, he does something that just mesmerizes you, and he continues to do it. So he's had an unbelievable career, and I don't think we'll see someone break this record. 4,000 career threes. I don't see it getting broken.
4,000, Lou. That's an insane number.
Incredible. Global icon, generational talent, you name it. He's accomplished it. He's done it. I was watching the game last night, and everybody was on the edge of their seats, like when he was shooting threes, and I was like, what am I missing here? And then he finally made it, and then I understood what the commotion was about. This is great. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats. He's going to go down as somebody who changed the game, who not only changed the way that the NBA plays the game, but youth basketball. I coach youth basketball, and I see what he has on these young kids as far as impact and them wanting to mock the way that he played the game and how impactful he's been on the game and on the people that's coming behind him to play this game. And so what Chandler just said, records are meant to be broken. It's a couple of them that I don't think will be touched. I don't think the scoring record will be touched, and I don't think this 4K will be touched from the three-point line. So congratulations to Steph Curry. Amazing accomplishment, and I'm sure he's going to add on tons of more threes to this record to put it out of touch as well.
Well, here's the list. I'm going to get them all right. 4-time NBA champion, 2-time MVP, finals MVP, 2-time scoring champ, 11-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, and now you got the 4,000 career three-pointers made. He's obviously a global icon in the game of basketball. Lou, list time. Creeping into that top 10 for you?
Yeah, he's there for. Yeah, he's there for me. My list starts at a certain time period when we start watching basketball. I won't get the old heads feathers ruffled today with my argument, but Steph Curry is definitely in my top 10 with the things that he's been able to accomplish. I remember almost the moment, like the month that his career began to change. He had a 30-point game, and we were like, yo, the kid out in Golden State that can shoot the ball, he had a 30 ball, and we were saluting, we were cheering, we were like, finally, he's getting the opportunity to rock and roll. And then he had another 30, and he hasn't stopped having 30s for about for about 12, 13 years now. So shout out to Steph and everything that he's been able to build to accomplish. I won't say it was from the ground up because, we saw what he was able to do at Davidson, but he didn't have what a lot of guys come into the league having. Like, he didn't have that part of his career where we expected him to be who he is. So for him to carve this lane out for himself, kudos to him and congrats as well.
What do you think, Chandler?
I think he's top 10. I think he's been top 10. He's the greatest point guard ever. He's the greatest shooter ever. He's a champion. He's an Olympian. By the way, don't even begin to talk about his the way he's loved and the reputation he has off the court and what he does in the community. Everything about this dude is just top notch. You've never seen a bad headline about this. We talked about this, I think, earlier in the week. Like, nobody in the world probably hates Steph Curry. You know how hard that is to be a professional athlete? Be loved, but in every city you go to and see kids' jerseys in every country in the world rocking Steph Curry's jerseys. So it's unbelievable. I think he's top 10 of all time. I think he's already been in the top 10 of all time, and he's just going to continue to add to his resume and to his legacy.
It is. We talked about this. Like, he is loved, and I don't see anyone else that's loved like that anywhere. They are 13-1 now with Jimmy Butler in that lineup. That is remarkable. But something happened last night that we have not seen in quite some time. Draymond Green led the team in scoring. Look how long it's been since that's happened before. 627 starts have occurred between then and now. And I'm wondering, Lou, will we see it again?
Yeah, I mean, we possibly could. The way that teams are guarding him, and he made him pay last night. I remember watching this game, and he made the first 3-pointers to start the game. And I was like, a lot of teams, they're allowing him to shoot that basketball. They're taking their chances with that. And I just kept thinking, they're willing to lose if Draymond Green keeps on shooting these shots. They'll live with those shots. And he kept making them pay. So this is something great for the Golden State Warriors to unlock. If this can be something consistent where they can get out of Draymond Green, not necessarily to lead them in scoring, but just to be a scoring threat with the way that teams are guarding him. If they're going to guard them like that, the Golden State Warriors, they're going to play 5-on-4 in half court. And that's going to be beneficial to them, especially when they have someone who's a post-up threat. You got the greatest three-point shooter in the world. If you're going to give somebody an open opportunity to make shots or to create for that team in Draymond Green, they're going to beat you. And that showed last night. So will we see him do this again? Who knows? But him using this as a threat and making teams pay for how the way that they're guarding him, being 10 and 15 feet away from him while he's shooting the basketball, then by all means, this should be something that they put in their bags for sure.
Yeah, I mean, watch these highlights, right? These are wide open shots. These are layups. These are dunks. He's going to get opportunities just from playing with a guy like Steph Curry, playing with a guy like Jimmy Butler. All the attention is on them. So he's mastered a craft at slipping and finding ways to get open. And it's all about just knocking down shots from him. He's capable. And one thing I do respect about Draymond Green is this dude could have signed somewhere else. He could have went to a worse team and probably scored more points. But it's never been about that for him. He stayed, he mastered his role, and he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame for doing that. But he's one of the first guys that didn't really care about points or scoring or anything like that. He's mastered his role. He's a hell of a defender. He's a glue guy. He does a little bit of everything. But there are nights like this where he can be efficient and he can knock down those shots because he's going to get him too. He's going to get open. He's going to get so many looks. And last night he knocked him down. I'm really surprised at that number. I didn't think it'd be that much because he is a capable scorer. He can go in the post. He can take advantage of mismatches with smaller guys. But I'm sure it will happen again.
I know, and I'm wondering how many times he's been like a point off or a couple points off. You know what I mean? Like just sort of there. The threes last night for him, I think, on a night when we're talking about Steph Curry, 4